last time I introduced you to the Enko, a large, hairy, bipedal primate type of monster that used to come out of the woods and cross this river, the Enko River, and make trouble. Trouble like grabbing people and taking them away into the forest, sometimes to eat them, and sometimes to... Lucy Thompson uses the word marry them, forcibly marry them. The North American counterparts used to grab some of her women from her tribe and marry them. Well, this is part 2 of looking at the Enko, and here we are on Wikipedia. You can see we're on the Enko page. You remember these characters here. Oh, whoa, that's a big fat circle. You remember these from yesterday. Monkey, super monkey. And, well, there's some good and some bad information on the old Wikipedia here. It says here the Enko is a type of kappa. Now, remember we talked about legendary accretions, like barnacles on a boat, hiding the boat. Now, somewhere between this guy's time and our time, the story got changed. This is a kappa, a Japanese river monster. See, things got confused here, but not completely. The Enko is called a kappa except it's hairy and it looks like a big monkey, a primate. Okay, well, the common themes here are river and monster. I think what probably happened was people outside of this neighborhood here heard that monsters were attacking people from out of the river, and they assumed, well, that sounds like river monster must be kappa, because their minds went to the only river monster they knew, that was the kappa. Now, maybe someone corrected them and said, no, not kappa, they're more like monkeys, like giant monkeys, and they're big and hairy. And you can see how this could all get lumped together in someone's head. Now, this old paper is trying to teach you about the different types of kappa. Now, these two look hairy and primate-like. I think they might be trying to get at the Enko. I can't make much out of this old-timey writing, so I'm going to show this to my friend, the calligraphy teacher, and maybe she can help. I want to get her on, too. I want to get her on video. I'd like to interview her. Okay, it says the Enko dislikes metal. Dislikes metal? I wondered, what's with that? So I looked into it. There is a story behind this. A family who lived here was having trouble with the Enko. They were sneaking up to the house at night and reaching in the window with their big, long, hairy primate arms. And it says they were able to grab some food sometimes, some fish. Well, this kept going on, and the family didn't like it, not one bit. They got pretty sick and tired of it, so finally they put some metal bars up on the window, and after that the Enko stopped coming. Now here it says how the Enko like to attack you. And I'm sorry, but well, it says he liked to put his hand up your derriere and rip your guts out. Okay, here is one looking like a kappa, Don't be put off by that. Remember our medieval oyster and our super helpful, honest artist who just never saw an oyster in his life. Well, our artist here has obviously never seen an Enko, and he's doing his best, but he painted this after the Enko-Kappa conflation. And, well, but anyway, we do have here an Enko ripping the intestines out of this poor man. I thought about that. Well, I looked up what kind of predators rip intestines out like that, and I already knew weasels do. As an old varmint hunter, an old and grizzled varmint hunter, I know that if your chicken is staggering around with her rear end bitten and her intestines ripped out and trailing behind her, you have yourself a weasel problem, my friend, or a weasel family problem, maybe a fisher or a marten, not a wolverine. A wolverine wouldn't stop there. But that's all I know. So I asked the internet, and the internet says chimpanzees like to do this. Chimpanzees do this. And this guy here, this guy liked to do it. He did it on TV. Or he didn't do it, but he paid someone to do it when he went over here. And the chef put his hand up a duck, a live duck, and tore the poor thing's guts out. Because, this guy said, it's fresher that way, and it tastes better. Up north there, I know a lot of the hunters and fishers will eat the guts and offal and eyeballs themselves because those are high in fat and energy and vitamin C, and that's their favorite part. And after all, they did all the work, didn't they? And the muscle meat, that's what I like, they give to the women and children. And I'm sure I have heard of Sasquatch in North America, North American Bigfoot, reveling in offal. And I think it was, in particular, intestines. I don't remember where I heard this or read this, but maybe you can help me. If you've heard or read this too, let me know. Now, is this the Enko's regular MO? Or did it just happen one time and it made a big impression on the spectators? If I saw that, that would make a tremendous strong impression on me. So I don't know. We just don't know. Okay, it says here where the Enko like to abduct women and marry them. And one woman managed to escape and make her way home pregnant. And when the baby was born, it had teeth, and it says its head was like a plate. The villagers euthanized the poor thing. Head like a plate. Well, they say that the Kappa has a head like a hard plate on the top of his head. But I thought, well, I wonder if instead of that, this could be getting at a flat head, a very flat head from above the eyes and the brow ridge. If the head were kind of sloped and flat, like somebody without a lot of frontal cortex. I don't know. Okay, now down here it says the Enko was probably just a macaque monkey. Yeah. Probably one of these little guys. Or maybe possibly inspired by gibbons which don't live in Japan, and no one here would have ever seen or heard of, certainly not this guy, who changed the name of the river to Enko River. I don't think these old ladies are in any danger of being picked up and carried into the forest by a regular little macaque monkey, or of having their intestines ripped out through their rear ends. They certainly don't seem to look very afraid. Now this guy, on the other hand, whenever he was alive, he could pick up me and carry me into the forest. He could murder me pretty much any way he wanted, rip my guts out, rip my head off, and I don't even want to go into the other thing. Okay, I'm Kyle. I believe in the Enko. I believe those people who told us about it. I think old Mori Terumoto was right to rename this river Enko River. Try to warn people and establish a kind of border. I think what they called the Enko, we today call the Hibagon, the Japanese Bigfoot. I think you don't have any other candidates. And we have a body. Oh, I forgot. The people had another name for these things. Sometimes they called them kawazaru, river monkeys. There's the river theme again. And it's very clear they are trying to describe a sort of primate. Okay, that's pretty much all I have for the Enko. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for watching, and, well, I'll probably see you again on Monday. Bye-bye.